And we are live.
Oh, don't forget to share it in Discord.
Oh, yeah. Well, I have an
'Cause,
auto share.
No, I meant the stream. Your slides.
No, we're playing hard mode today.
No. It's like, what does this say?
Give me 5 seconds to have the stream catch up.
Oh, good.
I forgot to tell Lavitz we're drawing again today, didn't I? Well,
It's like, are you innocent or guilty this time around?
I want to say I'm innocent. I really do.
This will be interesting when he comes.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I'm gonna laugh.
This afternoon really seems like deja vu, because on my way home there was a couple speed cameras and they were in exactly the same place as earlier in the week, and I'm like, huh, that's funny. And then this happens as well.
Hi, I'm back. I assume we're about to start.
We are. Can you guess what we're going to be doing today in the very beginning?
Oh, kanji.
He was quasi-innocent this time.
Oh, these fleas are eating me alive.
Fleas?
Yeah. Just put the flea medicine on my cat, and it's a abandoned ship. So they're looking for something else.
Ugh.
And then plus the what's it called? Leftovers from the other one.
Yeah. Oh, so it was really fun. I had a special needs class today,
Mm-hmm.
and those are usually really fun because the boy that I was teaching really smart, and we're trying to think of like fun things to do. Now the kid is not really big into like video games or anything like that, so when I was asking about thinking about like ideas of what to do, I turned to his para and I'm like, what does a kid really like? Like really, really like? And she's like, kid is huge into like trains. I'm like, oh, that's great. I was like, does he like bullet trains? She's like, yeah. I was like, all right, I know what we're doing my lesson on. So we did. I got a map of Japan, and I had him, or I was asking him questions in English about where, like all the different trains, where do they go, which stations they stop at. Kid knew every single one.
That was kind of cracking me up. As soon as you said trains, I'm like, yep, that's a Japanese kid, all right.
Yeah. So, we had a great time. All right, well, let's get started here. And, I need to get our trusty, dusty photo thing here. Me and my really good preparedness. All right, so we'll go over to the first bit with this here. And basically how it works is that if it feels like it's not working, like something's not working, it's probably not. So don't force it. You don't want to force doing things that when learning language, you just don't want to force things thinking that they're going to get better. And then if you feel like you're not getting it, even though you're practicing it many, many times or whatnot, that's probably the teacher, and the teacher needs to change up how they're teaching you. And if what you're learning really isn't relevant or interesting, and if you're like heavily focusing on grammar instead of like actual like production of language and understanding what's being said to you, then you're probably not acquiring much. So, and with that said, we are going to be on pages 130 and 131. If you need access to the textbook, it's in Discord. And if you want to take notes, you can. I'm not one of those people that say that you have to take notes, so don't feel like you have to take notes. And we'll get started. So we're going to start with our first kanji here, which is ima, or kon. And with this kon here, hey, do you guys know what good afternoon is?
Konnichiwa.
Sayonara.
Good
Or konnichiwa.
afternoon.
Wait. Yep. Konnichiwa.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, let's get it
it's,
right.
It's konnichiwa.
I was half expecting, as soon as you said siren, I was half expecting you to like turn off the Discord.
Yep.
No. It's Friday afternoon. My brain's like, hold on, I haven't changed gears yet.
Yep. And then there's like konbanwa. This also is part of that there. This kon. And ban is for evening, so this evening. So konbanwa is like how's this evening? Is how it is directly translated as. So we're going to draw this one here. And looking at this character here, can you tell me what two characters it looks like? Or two things that we've learned that it looks like?
He and Ra.
It's not hey.
Yeah. But ha.
Yeah, it's ha. It's drawn like ha.
It's connected, so
Yep.
it's super.
And then the other one?
Ra.
Hey, look, you can draw it. So basically, you have to draw hara. All right, so let's draw this here. So we'll start with the first line. That comes down like this. And then the second one there. This one doesn't come. This one, the first one comes into a swish, and then the second one comes to a stop. And then you have 1, 2. Just like that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically how this is separated is you have your 4 points, your 1, 2, 3, and 4 points. So these two are close together, but the distance between here and here are about equidistant.
Okay.
And the best way to make sure you're doing this one right, oh, that one's a little bit, there we go, is the first part of this ra has to be underneath the marks here. There you go. And we'll work on the next one.
Before you go by, now do you normally want that second line of the Ra to be outside of the Ha, or
Yeah,
inside of the Ha?
that one is usually like right on the cusp.
Got it.
So like this one here is definitely here. This one here
inside,
is
yeah. And
it's
Trying to be at the edge of it.
right.
Almost if you could draw a line across the whole thing, it would make a triangle, right?
Right.
Got it.
So you're basically trying to make like a diamond shape and get it inside that diamond shape like that.
Got it.
Got the square back here. We will go to the next one. And this one is ta. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you that.
Sorry, the meat went into my head. Da.
All right. So this one here is going to be seem a little strange. I want to double check and make sure I'm getting the stroke order correct on this one here because I have done this one multiple times. Hold on just a second here. I just get to a point where
Or the bottom line.
I'm drawing them so fast that I'm not even thinking about how I'm supposed to draw them.
Sure.
It's not me.
Does it make you do the whole box and then the cross?
I
Or does
think
it do
I
the
think
cross before you
I
finish
think
off the
there's
box?
one. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. Now I see how this works. Okay. So basically, the first part of the box is going to be like we did for knee, and then we're going to have one line down here, and then cross, just like that. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this basically, it's the kanji for rice field, but you're going to see this with names a lot. You have like Tanaka. What is it? Let's see. Yamada. Because this is ta and da.
Takeshi?
This one's not for Takeshi. Those ones are that's the taka or take together.
Ah.
But usually this character almost always comes at the end of a name. Most of the names. As a matter of fact, there is a Japanese with the last name Yoda, and that da is also this character.
Reminds me of a window.
It does, but if you actually look at how Japanese rice fields are set up, they're literally patties set in just like this. Like the ones that are right outside my house. Like quite literally, like there's little tracks that run like back and forth here like this. And there's these little like ditches here in the center like that have like water and whatnot. Where usually like the water will rush in like this patty here, and this patty will be like a few centimeters taller than this one, which is a few centimeters taller than that one, and they'll literally kind of fill each other.
Yep.
What is it like? Like this.
Yep.
And that's how they have them set up. And there's these partitions inside here as well. Only reason why I know this is because my my in-laws have a farm up in what is it, in Akita, and we sometimes go there and actually help them plant. I've actually driven the planter before.
All I know about Japanese rice planting, I learned from Sakuna of Rice and Ruin, and that's quite accurate.
Well, here's the
Some
funny
of the
thing.
most detailed farming I know.
So funny thing about farming, and we'll do this while doing the next one here as well, is that you go through and you go through the planter and whatnot, but every now and then the planter will miss, and when that happens, when the planter misses, someone has to go back and actually like hand plant one of those. And usually the elder or like older people will actually go out and do that because they've done it for so many years that they know exactly when, where, and how deep and everything to plant them. So anywho, let's do the next one here, which is going to be the kanji for woman. So you have onna, which means woman, and then jo, what is it? You have jo is used for joshi or josei, which can mean a girl. And then there is like a shoujo manga.
Mhm.
That's this character.
Kanojo.
Yep, kanojo means girlfriend or her. So, yep. So we're going to learn how to make this one here. Now, I want you to take a look at this here, and I want you to look for two, what is it, hiragana or katakana characters inside here.
Ku and
That's correct.
Meh is the only other one I can really see, but that's like attached to the ku. So, you wouldn't write it like a foo, but you could, I guess.
Right. Well, this isn't technically a foo. I think this is what is it? No.
Mm.
No.
Isn't that
Oh,
like
yeah.
isn't rare or something like just the other two? Is that the other one? I forget. That's that shape.
It's meh.
Well, May is like this. Is you have one that comes. Oh, I got that.
Oh no, that's
And
the
then
other
it
way
comes
around.
down like that. So it's not necessarily May, but no comes down like this here.
Mm.
So
I mean, it's almost O, but not quite.
right.
Yeah.
So for this
But
one
ku
here,
and
you
fu
start
is probably
1,
the closest.
2, and then you from this middle line right here, you want to go up just a little bit higher and come down. And then when you bring this line across, there should be just a little bit of it sticking out the edge right there like that.
Oh, weird. So you do that line before the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Weird. I
So-
would think that the no would be the last line.
Right? So you have 1 here, and sometimes with this one here, you do 1 and then like kind of a little bit of an arc to it. Not a big arc, but a little bit of an arc. Like that. So usually this point here and this piece here are equidistant. And you want roughly here and here to be roughly the same length as well. Okay, and let's do the next one. All right. Hey. Does this look like something we did before?
Mhm.
And then you have
Ka.
basically, yep, you have ka underneath it. So, first things first
What was
with
that second.
Done.
Dan for
Dan.
dansei, danshi. And then there's a term called danjo, which means boys and girls.
Mm.
And that's the character we learned before and this one together, danjo. All right. So, let's do the first part here. Just like we learned before here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now the next part here is you do like that with a little flick going up here. And then this line starts at the very top there and comes down like that. Now, one thing I did wrong with this one here is that you're supposed to make, what is it, the length on this thing. You want, now that looks,
The
that,
ka should be
yeah.
bigger than the rest of it.
yep, the ka should be bigger than the ta. Now, another thing with boxes when drawing boxes in kanji and whatnot, you don't necessarily want to go for straight lines like this here. What you're going to end up doing is you're going to have just a slight, like boxes are going to come inward just a little bit. Instead of doing an actual square, you're going to be doing more like a parallelogram. Just like that.
Is there a reason why other than just hating squares?
Well, that's just, it's not necessarily hating squares. It's just the traditional way you hold like a pen and whatnot. Drawing straight lines sometimes isn't as conducive. Like, wish I could show you how you're supposed to like draw a pen or draw with a pen, and it's not that it's difficult. It's just that once you see like the holding pattern and whatnot, doing lines like that make it just really difficult.
Mm-hmm.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And we'll do the next one here. All right. Now, from before, when we did Gen for Genki, we had the same two things at the very bottom. So we're going to redo the Genki basically with that there, or with that second piece. So first one here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the same thing with this one here is you want it to come in just ever so slightly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that one didn't come out right. Like that. And next is to go. So you have E, and this is for Iku. Ko for like Ginkgo, because we learned that before here. Had Ginkgo.
Mm-hmm.
And then Gyo is used for some other things. I think, what is it? One of the things that they use this for is like what is it like the example that they have in the book is like Ichigyome, which is like the first line. Like you have 1, 2, 3. This here is the first line, so it's Ichigyome, Nigyome, Sangyome, like that. All right, this one's pretty easy. So it's 1, or let me try this. 1, 2, 3, and then you have 4, 5, 6. Now usually the best practice with this is this first line at the very top. You want this line to match it, like that, and then the second line to come here, and then down and up, like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's about right. Okay, and we've got 2 more, and then we'll be finished up with these kanji here. So, if you look here, what do we got here on top?
Oh,
Ha.
another ha.
That's another ha, that's right. All right, so this one here might be just a little complicated, so just bear with me just a bit. And I'll make sure that we get this done correctly here. So we're going to start with the first part, which is the same as before. It's 1, 2. And then what you're going to do is you're going to make a little mark here. And then do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you have 8, 9. Now usually with this one here, with that flick that comes down, it usually goes out instead of going up. It goes out a little bit like that, and then 1, 2. So let's try that again. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and then this is the kanji for taberu. It's also another word for the omyomi is shoku. So cho shoku is breakfast, chu shoku is lunch, and yu shoku is dinner. But we've also learned asa gohan, hiru gohan, and then ban gohan, which is also another way to say it, except for the gohan refers to just rice specifically. So your morning rice, your afternoon rice, and your evening rice. All right, and the last one is no for nomu, or this in here is used for like certain things. I think it's used for like drunken driving and whatnot. Yeah. So inshu unten is what is it? Drunken driving is in Japan, which I don't recommend anybody doing in Japan because it is a hefty, hefty, hefty fine. And you normally can't get hired in Japan afterwards.
Okay.
No,
I mean,
quite
the
seriously.
fine here is like it's been going up and up and up and up and up like for years, but yeah, I don't know about. Oh well, unless you need to have a police check or something.
Well,
You might be okay.
depending on
Not
how
that you
much,
want to.
depending on how much it is in Japan, it can be anywhere from the upwards of like $100,000 in possible jail time. And that's on top of losing your job and not being able to get employed with like your normal like working locations afterwards. Like you'd be lucky to actually have a convenience store hire you.
Wow.
Yeah, Japan don't mess around.
Yeah, here they're not quite. They should be harder, but they're not quite
'Kay.
there.
So you have 1, 2, because we're actually putting 2 radicals together with this here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what's different about this one is this line comes out here like this, and you have one that comes down like that. Now we have to do the second radical, which is 1, 2, and then 3, 4. And I think that one needs to be up just a bit higher. There you go. Now, if you've done this correctly, you should be able to draw an entire box all the way around. And it should be roughly equidistant in between the two. Just like that. So we'll try this one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll do the box check. And that's about right. And this is for Nomu. Or Nomimas to drink.
Mm.
Okay. All right, we should be done with kanji now, and we can go back to our adjectives. Yay! We're going to be doing more speaking and listening in this lesson here, but I'm just going to go over these real quick one more time, just so we got them down, because they're going to be the meat and potatoes of what we're going to be talking about. So you guys remember E and na adjectives?
Yeah, I think so.
E goes into ku and kana.
The na ones, you might drop the na or keep it depending on what's there.
Right. So if it's describing like a noun, here you would keep the na.
Yeah.
But if it comes at the end of a sentence with like
You
des,
drop the na.
that's right. Fantastic. All right. And you guys remember the ski and kidai?
Yeah.
Like and dislike.
That is right. And then masho?
Ikimasho. Or, yeah, masho meaning let us do or something, right? Yeah.
Yep. Let's do X, or shall we? All right, so let's take a look here. So let's use take pictures. So take pictures here. So we have let's. So what do we know comes at the end of the sentence with let's?
Masho.
That is right. Okay.
Let's see. Is pictures in our vocabulary?
Yes, it is. But let's go for here, because this is a review, I think, from Unit 3. It's from the
Here.
this and that lesson.
Just.
All I can think of is like doko, but I don't think that's right.
Doko is where. You're on the right track. Well, do you...
Dade?
Dade is who?
Okay. There you go.
Okay,
Dore?
Dore is which.
Okay.
Do you remember-
Dore. No.
Do you remember this? What this is?
Brain, come on.
I'll give you a hint.
Dare. No.
Oh, Kole.
Very
Kore.
good. So, if doko is where, then what would here be? That's very, very good. Koko. And here is a place. So what particle do we need?
Blah, blah, blah. Hang on.
I'm blanking.
Yep.
Nah is
No,
where my brain went.
De.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what do we do for? Do you remember taking pictures? Do you remember what pictures are?
All I have is
I-
shashin, but I
That
don't.
very good.
Okay.
Okay, I was like, wait, is it pictures or magazine?
That's zashi. Zashi is magazine.
Magazine, yeah. Shashin.
Okay, we have shashin.
It's actually like a noun or a verb, though.
Oh, it's a noun.
Okay.
So shashin. And then what particle do we need?
O.
Very good. And what's take for taking pictures?
Mm. Well, I can think of is like to do.
Right. He put it up there. It's toru or tore.
Toru.
No, wait. Toru.
So it would be
So
it's a reverb.
it's a reverb, so just drop
To-
it, right?
To-
Tori. No.
Thomas. Or is there an E in there?
Are you sure it's a reverb?
Oh, don't tell me it's
Or-
one of the Torimas.
That is
So-
correct. But we're doing let's, so
Torimasho. Torimasho.
very
Got it.
good. So, whole sentence is
You want to take this one or shall I?
I'll go. Koko de shashin o torimashou.
very good. Koko de shashin o torimashou. All right, Lavitz, how about we take the next one?
So ending again would be masho.
Very good.
Let's see. Open up my vocab reference real quick here.
And which word?
I'm looking for tonight.
Well, how do you say good
Or
evening?
let's konban wa.
Very good.
Just drop the wow.
Yeah, konban.
Couldn't you use yoru as well, or not quite?
You would have
I guess
to,
that's
for
night.
tonight, you could say kono yoru, but it's not used very often. Konban is more common. It's one of those things that's kind of like grammatically correct, but it's not really correct in the, like, it's not colloquially correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Broken Japanese, correct?
Yes. Yes. If you were to say it, people would know what you mean, but they would think you're weird because it doesn't sound native or natural. Okay.
And
I've got-
then-
I've got movie if you need movie.
There you go.
Yeah.
This. What would be this?
I had it here.
Oh.
And it's this movie, so we know what it is. That means it's known. It's not unknown.
So would it be kore? No.
Kore is for
Oh.
unknown.
No.
Wait,
So dore? No.
no.
Do. Yeah.
You're right with the ko part.
So koko again.
Mm-mm.
No.
Koko
Oh.
is for here.
Dore, kore, ko.
Ellie, do you know the
no.
answer?
Kono,
That is correct.
Got it.
because kore is like unknown this. Kono is known this.
Okay. So let's try it again, Lavitz.
So kono ega, and then what's watch again? No. Mitsu's not correct, right? That's
Miru.
Miru. I had the me part at least. So Mimas. Or Mimasho.
Very
At the end of
good. So go ahead and let's try to do the whole thing.
it.
Zenbu shimasho. Let's do the whole thing.
Right. Kono de or kon what is that? Gon?
Deny it.
No. Or konban. Yeah. Konban kono ega what's after ega? What's the particle I'm looking for?
Particle.
Ega no mimas
Ega.
or no, right?
That's not
Oh.
no.
Or oh, that's right. Oh and no, those are I gotta remember those. So it's konban kono ega o mimasho.
Very good. Let's say it a little bit quicker now.
Konban kono ega no
Ega.
ega o konban kono ega o mimasho.
Very good. All right. And Ellie,
Mm-hmm.
why don't we try the next one? Or let's move on to something else so we can work on something different here. Hold on just a second. I'm going to change some music around. Okay. All right. Now, we did a little bit of this before, but I want to come back to it. This is what kind of?
Donna.
Dona. So we have, let's read number 5 here. And Ellie, do you want to read number 5? This says,
Yeah. Ongaku.
Ongaku, yeah.
And then the other one's Su.
Yeah. Donna ongaku ga tsuki deshita. Desu ka.
very, very good. So, do you guys remember what ongaku is?
School?
That's
No.
gakko.
It sounds really familiar and oh wait.
Is it class? No.
It's not
I don't know
class.
this. Am I on the right track, sir?
Music.
That is correct.
Oh.
It is music. All right.
So is it like asking what kind of music you like?
Very good. So, エリーさんはどんな音楽が好きですか?
Let's see. Of course they're all in katakana.
Can you tell me the genre?
I was just gonna go from one of the ones on the slide.
On the slide? Okay.
Yeah. I was gonna go for jazz, but
Okay. Jazz.
it is jazz. Okay. Watashi wa what is it? Jazzu skina?
Jazzu.
Oh, jazzu ga skina. Oh, I have to do the okay. Watashi wa jazzu ga suki desu.
Okay.
Desu. Blah, blah, blah.
I'm going to show you 2 different ways to say this sentence. So you have ga.
Yep.
And then you have the ski.
Yeah.
And Lavitz, I'm going to work with you on this as well too.
Mm-hmm.
And this way I can help you guys learn, help you understand both ways to say it. Ski na. So this becomes hold on. Sorry, this is taking so long.
Okay.
Fine.
There we go. Okay, so the first one is
私は
very good.
私はジャズが好きです。
Ski.
好きです。
So for this one here, just say ski.
Yeah.
Okay.
好きです。
One more time.
私はジャズが好きです。
Very good. So for this next one here, and I'm going to put this in here specifically so you can see where the na is.
Mm.
Here is the adjective describing the noun. Music is the noun, ongaku.
Mm-hmm.
So, read the second one for
Oh.
me.
Watashi no.
Oh, you
go
go.
ahead. I didn't know
You
who
go.
wanted to do it.
Yeah, no, you did.
Watashi no suki na ongaku.
It's supposed to be wa.
Ongaku, or what?
It's supposed to be
What
why.
did- oh, okay.
I messed
Wa,
it
my
up.
bad.
I was writing it really fast.
Sorry. So watashi no suki na ongaku wa jazz desu.
Very good. Fantastic. So these are both ways to say the same sentence. And one is saying I like this, and the other one saying the music I like is this.
Mm.
And that's the difference between the two.
Are they
So when you're
equally as
answering her
polite?
question-
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
they're equally as polite. It's just one is more general and the other is more specific.
Mm.
So like the bottom one you would use as a response, while the top one would just be a general like I love jazz or something.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, they're both a correct response. The one is the other one is just like a specific response to a specific thing.
okay.
So, like, if someone's asking you in general, what things do you like, you can just say, I just like this, and then someone asks you, like, what music do you like, you can still say, like, the general, I like rock. Well, the music I like is rock. So,
Mm.
so let's try a different one then. All right. Lavitz, how about you read number 2?
That's dona. That's what is that? Na?
Ta?
No, that's
Ta.
ta. Dona ta. Gu.
Ta.
Gu, right? I'm not
Ta.
crazy.
Be?
Top bay. I don't know where I got gu. So dona ta tabu
Tabe?
tabe mono ga suki desu.
Ski
So what
des.
do I like? Desu ka.
Very good.
So watashi wa niku or sorry not it's nato,
You can use whichever one you want.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so
with
私はアイスクリームが好きです。
very good. All right. And
I saw meat and then I'm like, wait, there's no katakana for meat.
yeah, well, I'm pretty sure you.
Niku.
I'm pretty.
I know
Yeah, yeah. You know it's Niku. I know you know it's Niku.
I was auto reading natto and I'm like, that's not what I like.
Mhm. All right. So Ellie.
I'm just wondering about the. Sorry, I was just wondering about the mon part. Because I get the tabe bit, but what's with the mon part?
The mono.
Yeah.
Okay, so mono translates as things.
Oh, okay.
So this basically directly translates as food things. What food things do you like?
Oh, okay. Because I was just looking at it, I'm like, hang on. It just used to be like tabe mas or something. I'm like, I know there's like food there, but what's with the other part?
Right. And if you look underneath the one right underneath it, the number 3, instead of tabe mono, you have
Nomi mono, so drink related things.
drink things. What drink things do you like?
Dona nomi, yeah, nomi. That's just messing me up. That I keep thinking the rest of it instead of mono.
Yep, it's mono.
Yeah.
Nomi mono.
Yeah. Dona nomi mono ga suki desu ka?
Very good. Lavitz?
Sure. We'll go watashi no ski na what is that? Ongaku
Not ongaku.
wa
No. You need to
or no.
substitute drink
That's right,
things
that's
in
right.
there.
That's got it. Understand now. Watashi no ski na sake wa nomimasu.
Wrong bit.
There, no.
Or
He's
what?
doing. He's doing it
Yeah.
right. He's doing it right.
Yeah,
Wait.
I did the bottom one. You can
Yeah,
do
but
either.
it doesn't in the red line. Isn't that where was it?
Sake.
Nomi
Yeah,
mono.
he's
goes?
saying sake, but he's trying to say what kind of sake he likes.
Oh, am I? All right, no, I was doing it wrong then.
So
He
watashi
was
no.
trying to say that he likes sake.
Okay.
Yeah.
So watashi no.
Watashi no ski na no
Mi?
How do you do this?
Nomi mono.
Nomimono wa sake desu.
Very good. Now, I want you to keep something in mind. When in Japanese, when you use the word sake,
It's alcohol as well, right?
yes. So if someone asks you what kind of drink you like, and you say sake, they may hand you a glass of wine, or they may hand you a shot of whiskey, or they may hand you a beer.
It
Because
sounds like a game.
Right.
Russian roulette drinks.
right. So the sake is usually used is the general term used for alcoholic drinks. Now, if you're talking about like sake as we know it, you're going to say Nihon Shu.
Nihonshu. Okay. It's like I've been doing class with Lavitz long enough that I knew that what he was trying to do.
So, in this case here, you would say watashi no suki na nomimono wa nihonshu desu.
Nihon desu. Okay.
So try it again.
Watashi no suki na nomimono wa nihonjo.
Shu.
Or that's ju. Nihonju desu.
Yes. So you have.
Oh shoot.
Shoo.
Yep. There you go. Try it one more time.
Watashi no suki na nomimono wa nihonju desu.
Nihonshu.
Shoo.
Like shoo away.
Yeah, shoo. Watashi no suki na nomimono wa nihonshu desu.
Very good. Eddie-san wa? Eddie-san, donna osake ga suki desu ka? Donna
What kind of alcohol I like?
osake ga suki desu ka?
How would you say rum in Japanese?
Ramu.
Rum. That's easy.
And then you just add a ne at the end of it. Ramune.
I don't mind that either.
No.
Watashi no suki na nomimono
Ski na.
suki na oh, okay. Yep. Watashi no suki na osake wa ramu desu.
Very good. Fantastic.
So it is like osake list like more broadly just
Alcohol.
yeah.
Alcohol. Yep. It just broadly sake is alcohol.
Yep.
So
It's
if
more putting the O in front of it though.
right,
Like, do you have to do that, or is that just the more polite way?
it's more. It's the more polite way. I put this in front of here because you can just say sake, but if you
Yeah.
go to get like a can of beer or whatnot, a lot of times they'll have like osake on it instead, not just sake. So, another funny thing is that in Japanese, sake is a homophone. So, sake means alcohol, but it also means salmon.
Okay. That's really confusing.
So, if you go to a sushi shop and someone asks you if you like sake, they're probably asking you if you like salmon.
I'm trying to think. Isn't fish like it begins with IK or something? Isn't it like east
Nope,
something?
it's
What am I thinking
ka
of then?
na.
Okay, I
Sakana.
don't know what I was thinking of then.
All right. Let's move on to the next part here. And so, question. Meri-san wa donna hito desu ka? Is the question we're asking here. And
Okay,
Lavitz, do you want to
so-
give the response?
Sure. Meri-san wa yanashi
Yasa?
or yasashi. What is that? Hito desu.
Yasashi hito desu.
Meri-san wa yatashi.
Yasa?
Or wait, yasashi. That's what it is. Meri-san wa yasashi hito desu.
Very good. And that's what they're saying here. So next I want Lavitz, I want you to ask this question, but use su instead.
Got it.
Okay.
Su-san wa donna I guess hito desu. Or so change it to donna hito desu ka?
This is like asking what kind of person they are, right?
Yep.
So beautiful, which let me know if you need it.
I'm just looking it up.
Kire.
Oh yeah, kire. Yeah. Susan wa kire. Wait, hang on a minute. Yeah. Kire hito desu.
Okay, so question. Kire is a what kind of verb? Or what kind of adjective?
Mm.
Oh. Um.
Is it
Oh,
an
it's a na. So yeah.
So try one more time.
Susan wa kirei na hito desu.
Very good. Now, why don't you ask about Robato?
Roberto-san wa dona hito desu ka?
Roboto-san wa omoshiroi na hito desu.
Okay. Omoshiroi. Is that a na? Adjective? Or
It's
is
not. Is it not or no? I took a shot.
it's not?
Interesting. No, it's the other one. It's E.
So, Robato-san wa omoshiroi hito desu.
Very good. Fantastic. Now do the last one, please.
Takashi-san. That is Takashi, right? Yeah.
Take.
Takashi-san.
Take.
Takeshi-san wa dona hito desu ka? I don't remember energetic.
I got it.
It's the same as your textbook.
Genki. Takeshi-san wa genki na hito desu.
Very good. Fantastic. All right, so we're going to use shimasho again here. And let's try and use these together. This is ishoni. And then
Ishoni.
and this one is kaeru. If you can't see the
Gotcha. Are we just trying to match them up, or what's
Mhm.
up? No.
Yep, we're trying to add this to the end of them.
Oh, okay, so that's Ishoni Kaeru.
Kai.
Kaerimasu, remember?
Yeah,
a
Kairi.
funny-
No, I was just reading the whole thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, so Ishoni Kaerimasu.
Kairi.
Oh, Kairi. Masho. Kairi Masho.
Very good. Fantastic.
Kairi Masho.
And Ellie, let's take the next one here, and that's
Sen. Sensei.
Sansei. Sansei.
sen.
Sensei.
Sen.
Sen.
Sensei.
Sensei na.
Ni?
Oh yeah, sensei ni kiku. So sensei ni kimasho.
This is ku.
Kimasho.
Very good. One more time. Sensei ni.
Sensei ni kikimasho.
Very good. And Lavitz, why don't you take number 3?
That's Eiga o miru, so Eiga mo
Eiga.
mimashou.
Eiga o.
Eiga o mimashou.
Very good. Fantastic. And Ellie, why don't you take the last one here at the very bottom, and we'll call it a night there. Or the number 4.
Omiyaga.
Omiyage.
Omiyage o ko.
Ka.
Kao.
Cow.
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 Like a cow.
Very
Yeah.
good. Yep.
Is that Omiyage o kaimasho?
Very good. Fantastic. Omiyage is souvenir.
I thought it sounded familiar. I was like, that sounds.
You probably seen it on shops everywhere that say omiyage, for any tourist spot that you've ever been to in Japan or whatnot.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to call it a night there. I want to thank everybody for coming out and watching the stream, and we'll be back next week with some more Japanese here. We're going to do some review, and then we're going to move on to the next unit. So we will see you then. Take care, and bye-bye.